Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back again tonight. We have a couple special matchups for you guys as we will be starting here with Rocket League. They will be looking to make their way through the bracket for the CECC Last Chance Qualifier. This is a cup that we played in before, or at least our Valorant team did. It is the Commissioners Esports Collegiate Esports Commissioners Cup. I think I got that right. If I didn't, I apologize. It's also hosted by Esports U. It's kind of like a collab thing, but kind of not. They're like almost the same thing. And anyways, this is the event that our Valorant team qualified and played for. If you guys remember when they went to Rutgers University, if you didn't know, our Valorant team qualified for the CECC East Regional LAN over in the fall semester, where they played at Rutgers University in the LAN event there. And they unfortunately didn't make it out of the group stage, but it was still a good experience for them overall. And now we have Rocket League joining in as well, where they will be looking to compete for a spot in the National LAN over at Esports Stadium in Arlington, Texas, which is a beautiful place if you know that stadium at all. That is where the Optic Major for the Call of Duty League was just hosted, Major 3. That was hosted by Optic Gaming. That's where they had that one. It is a fantastic stadium, and I believe only one or two teams from each of these qualifiers. There's one for Valorant, Overwatch, Rocket League, and I think they have Smash. That's what it is. And Smash, one team I believe from each of the LCQs being hosted will make it to that national LAN over in Texas. But for now, we will have to start here in round number 2. This is not round 1. A lot of teams in this bracket got a bye week. Or not bye week, but like a bye in the first round. And we saw LVC and University of Delaware B. Both are those teams that did. So they're a part of the teams that did at least. And as you can probably hear in the background there, we are into the game, just waiting for all the players to join on up here into the game, and then we'll be ready to start. So the way that this will work is this is a best of 3. This is not a best of 5. Typically we see best of 5s, best of 7s, or even best of 9s for Rocket League. Actually, I don't think we see best of 9s. That could be a completely false statement. I don't really remember. But typically we see best of 5s, best of 7s for Rocket League. Today, this is best of 3. This series here is best of 3. And whoever wins goes on to another best of 3. And every series throughout this bracket is also best of 3 until the grand finals of this bracket. Or sorry, the bracket finals. There's 2 brackets. The bracket finals and then the grand finals, which will host the winners of both the brackets. That will also be a best of 5. So we have a lot of Rocket League ahead of us. Not for this stream tonight. It'll just be this match, and if LVC wins, then the next series as well. But we will see, at least if they manage to make it to that second day of qualifiers, which I believe is tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, sorry, the 6th, which is on Thursday. Then we will see them have a few more matches there. But it all starts here against the University of Delaware B team. Not their A team, their B team. And we will kick things off here as the players are switching teams. That will give me a quick opportunity to switch the team sides as they're incorrect. But there we go. We are now ready to kick things off here. It is a best of 3 and round number 2 for this last chance qualifier, kicking it off. And as you can see as well, Fuzzy Wuzzy on the roster for LVC. Magar's unfortunately unable to make it tonight, so they still wanted to play in these qualifiers, and they will call up Fuzzy Wuzzy once again. We saw him play in a few NACE matches as well. See things start off. There's Fuzzy Wuzzy there getting a pass down to Faithful. Doesn't have the boost to go up in the air for that touch, so he'll actually get demoed. As Faithful looks over to Frenchie. Faithful playing in the Fennec today. It's an interesting one. I believe he's been off and on with the Octane and the Fennec, today being a Fennec day for him. As Fuzzy doesn't get quite the touch he was looking for. He's going to end up, that's going to end up leading to the first goal of the game over to Kiddo from a bit further than midfield. can see it. Players there still wanting this, but there's not as much room for error as we typically would see with many of the series that this team would play. We need to win 2 maps now instead of 3. Just a minute in, we're already seeing Delaware B up 1-0. Things looking a bit confusing for the side of LVC, but certainly just trying to adjust to having Fuzzy in the lineup. Obviously, still going to be missing the presence of Magars, but look at that pass from Frenchie. Just a bit too fast for Faithful to get much of a clean touch on. Here's Fuzzy looking to put one through. Faithful actually almost does it himself. And look at that bump from Fuzzy. Perfect play from LVC. Gonna get them back onto the board. Now 1-1 scoreline. A great bump from Fuzzy and a perfect shot from Frenchie, top right corner. Gonna put LVC at a draw here. And LVC back on the attack already. Fuzzy gonna have a chance to shoot. No one in net, but not gonna be able to get the touch he wants. Faithful though, gonna steal that save. And he'll put one through once again for LVC. Now things starting to pick on up. TJ not getting a big enough touch on that clear. That's gonna cause Faithful to move on in and take the goal. LVC are very good at capitalizing on the very small mistakes that any team makes towards their way. And you can see why there. Their pacing has been very aggressive all season long. Frenchie almost gets bumped, but they'll at least get that clear. As Kiddo keeping it in Delaware, or in the LVC half for Delaware. And actually LVC gonna have a chance to counter. No one is in net. Kiddo just trying to fight back, and he finally does. It's now Fuzzy contesting for just a couple seconds. Kiddo trying to at least get something over towards the midfield, but his team just a bit far behind him. So LVC can just keep taking these big touches, keep on clearing the ball, and it'll just be A-okay. Fuzzy also managing to grab that mid boost there. He's flicking it over everybody. He has a chance to make his own play, and he does. What a play from Fuzzy Wuzzy, the substitute. Coming in huge there, flicks it over TJ, and that will be it. He makes the play himself. That was phenomenal from Fuzzy Wuzzy. He's locked in. Now 3-1 scoreline. LVC getting a bit more comfortable on the map now. Didn't need too much time to warm that one up. Faithful looking to make a play. Gets it over to Frenchie, but just a bit too tough on that pass as well. Now LVC looking to counter once again, as that's a free pass and a free shot to the back of the net. LVC now cruising. Kiddo tries to put it in the midfield for his teammate, but ends up finding Faithful, and Frenchie gonna dime up, or Faithful gonna time up Frenchie. And that's a free goal. Now 4-1. And Frenchie may actually be able to beat Kiddo to this ball. He doesn't. Fuzzy gets back, gets it to Faithful, trying to launch it all the way over to Frenchie. He'll get there, but not after a small touch. Takes a bit of the play away. And now you can see Delaware getting a bit flustered here. Starting to get close to bumping into each other a few times, and that's not what you want. You cannot panic here. You are down 3, but things are still doable. Here you can see TJ looking for a second touch off the wall. Doesn't get it cleanly. Have to leave it down to Diesel. Gonna be able to get around, but he has 0 boost, so Frenchie able to capitalize off of that. Here come LVC once again. Faithful with a fantastic pass out to Frenchie. Almost managed to dime it back to him. Now 1 minute remaining. And Delaware starting to get put into a bit of a tricky spot, but that's what they needed. That's certainly what the doctor ordered for Delaware. Getting themselves back to it. Still down 2. Still some work to be done. If they want to continue, if they want to have a chance at that 1-0 lead, and it's a double demo for LVC, they're going to have all the time in the world to think of a play, and there will be Fuzzy the one carrying the ball. Now, Frenchie over to Faithful. Back to Frenchie, looks for the fake off the reset. Kind of gets it, kind of doesn't. The defense is certainly in position for Delaware. Just 30 seconds left though. And Delaware need a goal, and they need one now. A dangerous pass from Faithful, but there's really no one in position from Delaware to capitalize. Fuzzy tries to control there, and he's not quite able to. LVC still in possession, and they are just wasting all the time off the clock they need. And this will lead to a Game 1 victory, and just to add insult to injury, we'll see Frenchie have a phenomenal pass into the middle of the field, and Fuzzy capitalizing once again. Passing plays still showing strong for LVC. And it'll be a 5-2 win in game number 1. 1 game away from moving on to round 3 of this LCQ. All the demos in the lobby coming from Frenchie there. He had 4. I think that tracked wrong. I could have swore, I thought I saw Delaware get a demo somewhere, but they may not have. I don't know. But like I said, they may have just tracked incorrectly for a second. I could be wrong. Either way, you can see everyone getting involved on LVC. 2 assists apiece from Frenchie and Faithful. 2 goals from Frenchie and Fuzzy, and Faithful also putting a goal through. So LVC is certainly in a great spot to close out this series and move on to round number 3. Really, LVC, after dropping that first goal, looked a bit scary for Fuzzy there. Just kind of whiffs on the ball. But after that, he looks much cleaner and managed to mesh well with that teamwork that LVC is certainly known for at this point. And now LVC looking to close things out here. TJ almost putting one through early again, but it'll be Fuzzy there for the save, and now the pass down to Faithful, looking to pinch. I don't think they quite got it, but it was pretty close. And up to Fuzzy, and he's not going to find it, but Frenchie does. A bit of a scuffed play at the start, but it works out in the end. Fuzzy with a tactical whiff and spots that player in net to make sure he doesn't get to the save. It'll be Frenchie putting that one in. So LVC pick up where they left off. Game number 1. It'll be Kiddo trying to carry the ball through for Delaware. And now Diesel looking for a shot. Rips one towards the net, but Faithful in net there for the save. Fuzzy not going to get a touch, and maybe a misread from Kiddo. But now they have a chance. Faithful gets bumped a little bit. The demo comes in onto Kiddo from Fuzzy. So the pressure will be alleviated. Just for a second, Kiddo just launches one towards the net, almost catches LVC off guard, but Fuzzy, again, the rotations are strong for LVC. TJ looks to put a shot on net, and he gets blocked by his own teammate. Just a disaster for Delaware. Not what you want to see. And now LVC again having a chance on an attack. Fuzzy looking to put one through, hits the crossbar. But Frenchie's here looking for the shot, and that will be a banger into the net. Look at how hyped he got for that one. What looked like it was going to be a 1-1 scoreline ends up being a 2-0 for LVC. Very unfortunate if you are Delaware. You were about an inch away from a shot, and it's your teammate, your own man, blocking the goal. That could have put you at even. Now LVC looking to cruise again. Frenchie faking a player out. Now the bump coming in from Faithful. TJ at least gets there. But for how long? You can see how aggressive these LVC players are getting. Bumping and demoing at every chance they're given. And they're not giving up the ball either. Frenchie might have a chance to shoot here. but he's in a really awkward angle, so he just goes for the reset. A little bit of a style play. It's not going to go. As LVC looking to just continue to make things scrappy, and I'm sure they're very confident they're taking this series in a 2-0, but they still have 2:50 left on the clock. As Faithful with some nice movement. Gets that around TJ. And the touch off the wall doesn't go for Delaware. Diesel not able to get there. A bump comes in again. Frenchie slams it off the top of the crossbar. So LVC not putting a third one on just yet, but certainly knocking on the door to do so. And a big back touch from Kiddo. Not ideal. Few not ideal plays really from this Delaware roster. Interesting pinch there. Lolita Frenchie passing it all the way downfield. The bumps coming into the players in net, but no one will be there for the touch for LVC. As a pass launches over to TJ, looking for the double, but he was way off the mark. I don't think he would have even gotten that if it was open. Faithful off the backboard, trying to get it to Frenchie, but another pass that's just a bit off the mark as well. TJ trying to get a pass down. Shot will not come through just yet. Kiddo doesn't get there fast enough. It'll be Frenchie in net for LVC. Fuzzy just handing it on over to Faithful. It's a bit behind, so Fuzzy gonna have to go for a save, and he gets that one there. 1:18 left, and now the attack's starting to pick up for Delaware, but they still have nothing to show for it. Fuzzy finally, Demo's coming in for Delaware, but it's starting to look like it may just be too little, too late. Delaware running out of time, and after that series of attacks there, they just get nothing out of it. Things are starting to get desperate for Delaware. They can still put one on and have a bit of time, though. That's just the pass that could do it, but Diesel just launches it across the map. It's not what you want to do. If you're Diesel there, just let Kiddo get the touch and see if he can make something of it. But with just 30 seconds left, looks like the writing may very well be on the wall for University of Delaware B. Their main team is in a different matchup at the moment, but at least for the B squad, it may very well be run over in your very first game. And that certainly will do it. LVC gonna move on to round number 3 in what ends up being a fairly quick one, as they take that series in a 2-0 fashion, really just outpacing and outmaneuvering the side of University of Delaware B. And that will be it for the first series of the night. As mentioned, it is a best of 3 there, and just nowhere for Delaware to go after going up 1-0 in that first game. So let's take a look over at the bracket. Well, I can see the bracket. Unfortunately, I don't have it pulled up for the stream. But it looks they will play either Michigan Tech or College of Staten Island. I'm not really sure which one they will end up playing, but currently is not a finished series just yet. So what we will do is just throw it on over to a quick break for a couple minutes, and then we will be right back when we are ready to start the next series. As LVC currently 1-0 in the bracket and looking to continue their run. We'll be right on back in just a little bit when we are ready to get started with the next series. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have another round already up. It is going to be Michigan Tech taking on LVC here in the second round, or third round, sorry, of the LCQ here. See if I can spell Michigan right. There we go. Okay, so we are ready to get started here soon, at least not quite yet. They're just now joining the lobby, so we should be getting into the series in just a quick second. Another best of 3 to be played, but remember, this will be the last best of 3 we see on stream for LVC. As here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 3 of the CECC last chance qualifier for Rocket League, at least in bracket 1. Kicking it off. It'll be Skyboy getting it over a couple. Tater gonna pick it up too. Tater almost gets the second touch, but for now, it'll be LVC managing to get some control. Faithful passing it up to Frenchie. Tater just slamming into Frenchie, not letting him get any pressure on the ball. As Fuzzy Wuzzy puts it a bit wide. Faithful, though, still able to control it. Almost gets it across. I don't even know what car that is, by the way. That's an interesting one. Pass from Fuzzy down to Frenchie. Gets contested. This Michigan Tech roster definitely playing a much stronger team than what we saw from Delaware B, but this is a main roster compared to a B roster, so there's something to be said about that. As Faithful, I believe, is in like a station wagon. That's an interesting pick. He's going to look to carry it across. Doesn't quite get there. Stewie trying to pick things up, but very contest-heavy game here. As there's really no chance for more than a single touch for most of these players. A pass from Stewie down to Ski Boy, but Faithful just waiting for it. Gets the save. Now Frenchie passing it down, trying to get it to Faithful, but he'll have to still hold on to it for now. Fuzzy not in a great spot. Shot is up from Stewie. It'll be Faithful sending it away for LVC. Ski Boy now, again, looking to get a double, not in position. Actually, he is, but it's going to be a bit off, maybe a bit more awkward of an angle than what he would have liked. So it'll continue on at a 0. Oh, a great save there from Frenchie. I thought that was going in for sure, but LVC playing strong defensively. Faithful with a good touch out as well. Alleviate some of that pressure, but another pass from Ski Boy up to Tater. Frenchie, though, there for another save. Stewie now on the attack. Again, a contest coming in. Fuzzy off the ceiling, almost gets that second touch, but he gets the bump. Ball slowly rolling towards the net, but it'll have to be Frenchie and Faithful to clean things up. Still no goal. So it'll head back on down to the LVC half. As Frenchie gets demoed from Tater. Shot from Stu. No dice. As again, Fuzzy will just have to contest. Heavy touch from Ski Boy. Very back and forth here. Much higher pace. The double touch coming in, but it gets blocked by Faithful. A great read from Faithful on the double. And now he'll be able to send this one out. Looking for Frenchie. Ski Boy again there. But look at the aggression from Faithful. Making sure nothing gets put too far ahead. Stewie maybe misreading that touch off the wall. Ski Boy trying to redirect. Almost gets that top left corner, but a bit off. As a demo comes in onto Frenchie. Fuzzy trying to rotate back, but no one going to get there fast enough. And Ski Boy will capitalize. Michigan Tech taking the first goal of the series. And it'll be Ski Boy putting him on the board. Just a minute 40 left. Already a lot of time taken off the clock. Still a lot of time to score, and Fuzzy not going to get the touch. That was the goal right there. That was the open net. And Fuzzy doesn't get there. So now another play will have to be made by LVC. Ski Boy looking to get another chance, and it'll be a Tater trying to put another one on. Doesn't get there. Fuzzy sending it away. But again, the contention from Michigan Tech, very strong. But Frenchie tries to find the shot. He managed to get it. Puts it off the crossbar at the start of it, but we are tied at 1 apiece with a minute remaining. And we have a fantastic series on our hands here. Certainly a highly contested one as well. As Stewie looking for the reset, saves the jump and doesn't even use it, but the bump is in. Tater gets the free shot as Stu getting it all the way down to the other side of the field and making sure Frenchie isn't in a position to get a second save. 2-1 scoreline for Michigan Tech in game number 1. Will be Faithful looking to get something done here to tie this back up again. Tater looking for the reset, does get it down to Ski Boy, but Ski Boy gonna be at a bit of a weird angle. Just tosses it over to the side. 30 seconds remain for LVC to try and tie this one up, send it to an OT. They're gonna need to find something in them to put one on the board, and that might just be it. It is. Fantastic shot from Faithful. Does it himself off the corner and down to the bottom right. No one is saving that one. Phenomenal shot. As now just 19 seconds remain. Still anyone's game. Tater maybe looking to put one through, and he does. Fuzzy doesn't even go for the save, and that's going to be costly. Tater with a phenomenal angle and an even better shot. Fuzzy not in a great spot to save it, and he's not even going to be given the chance. Just 14 seconds left, and this may be it for game number 1. Just one more shot if you are LVC. And Stu almost puts it in, but Ski Boy will clean it up. That'll be game number 1 to Michigan Tech. Certainly no way LVC manages to put 2 on with just 3 seconds left. That'll put Michigan Tech on series point as well. A fantastic way to end things if you are Michigan Tech. Now in a great spot to close things out as well. Fuzzy gonna be the difference on that goal there, or on that third goal. As you can see, Tater just making sure another goes through. 5-2 scoreline for game number 1. And LVC are going to have to find a way to fight back in this, send it to a game 3. If they want to take it into the next set, into round number 4. It'll certainly be a grind as well. We saw how long it took for even just the first goal to be put in. Very likely going to be a similar situation here. Now heading into game number 2. What will we see? Can LVC bring things back? 5 minutes. Let's keep themselves alive here. And it'll be Faithful almost getting the read off that touch on the backboard. And Frenchie gets a bump onto Fuzzy. This may be an early opportunity for Michigan Tech, and it is, but they don't get the shot. Just not as clean as what they would have wanted. And LVC survive a very early goal getting put in, at least for now. Pass over to Stewie off the backboard. The redirect. Gonna be the savior. It's Frenchie now passing it over to Fuzzy, but Tater intercepts. So again, Michigan Tech on the attack, outpacing LVC right now. The small mistakes are certainly costing them more here. And look at that shot from Tater. Doesn't go through. Off the crossbar. Faithful flies in a bit wrong there. Stewie trying to take his time, but Fuzzy looking to contest. A lot of big touches coming in for these LVC players, and certainly leading to some issues. And Stewie with the solo. flies all the way across from midfield. Demo going to seal the fate there, and Stewie with the reset, making sure it happens in his favor. Phenomenal play from Stewie. He's been showing the mechanics all series long. And look at Tater just playing with his food, trying to dice up these LVC players, but doesn't get exactly what he wants there. Faithful tries to make a play. Ski Boy gonna bolt it past Frenchie. And now the writing may be on the metaphorical wall for LVC. There is 3.5 left, but Michigan Tech are not slowing down. Up 1-0 in the best of 3 and 2-0 in game number 2. Looking to just straight up run it through LVC. Demo comes in though. Faithful gets there for the shot, so getting one back is LVC. Still showing life here in this series. They're gonna need a lot more of that if they want to continue competing. Fuzzy looking to make a play. Tries to flick it into the net, but Tater, patience, awaiting it. Frenchie looking for the double. It's a bit too tall. Tater again sending it away. Faithful looking to chase this. He's going to keep it in front of that net. Puts another ripper of a shot on. It won't go though. Now obviously going to have to defend once again. Fuzzy with a good save there. Test. Going to keep it away from 3 for Michigan Tech, at least for right now. Flying from Frenchie. Blocked. But LVC still have life. Starting to up the pace. See if they can add something more to the scoreboard. Frenchie gets 50'd. Ski Boy keeping it downfield. It'll be Faithful the one to carry it out. As Frenchie gets demoed, Fuzzy just gonna have to hold on to it. Doesn't have any boost to work with. Demo now on to Faithful. Frenchie last man back. At least gets a touch into the corner. Ski Boy trying to throw this one all the way over to his teammates. Just launches it up in the air. Doesn't get the 50, so Frenchie gets that shot onto the net, but it will ultimately lead to nothing just yet. Faithful putting another one on. Still no dice for LVC. Pass down to the midfield. No one home. LVC still looking for something here. They have the parts to make it happen, but nothing quite yet coming of it. And now Michigan Tech looking to get back onto the board. Fuzzy with a good save. Keeping themselves alive, but a pass down to Tater. Open net, and Tater will take that every day of the week. Fuzzy not quite fast enough to the contest, and that'll leave the back of the net wide open. Actually, Faithful, sorry, not fast enough to the contest. Now a 3-1 scoreline. LVC not with a lot of time left to get things done either. We've seen how much of a struggle it's been to get goals onto the board for LVC. They're going to need 2 in just 1 more minute. Michigan Tech looking to close things out. Ski Boy almost puts another one through. Could have been a dagger right there. But for now, LVC survive. Frenchie off the backboard. Fuzzy looking for a shot, and he's going to get it. Puts it in the bottom left. LVC still with a chance, a glimmer of hope to send this to a map number 3. Still maybe just a bit too far back for that save. Faithful gets the demo. And that'll be Frenchie looking to redirect towards the midfield. Doesn't get it there. But he'll be able to at least try and get some time for his teammates. Stewie looking for a play out mid, but Frenchie reads it. He's going to have to get this pass down, and he does get it to Faithful, but Tater somehow beating Faithful to that ball. The pace on this Michigan Tech team has been huge. Just 15 seconds left. LVC need a goal, and they need it now. Stewie almost ending it there. With one more chance, LVC need to get this out of the hands of Ski Boy. But now they can't let it hit the ground. They need to send this to OT. And it'll get sent to the floor. LVC going to fall to Michigan Tech. And that will be it for LVC's run in the CECC last chance qualifier. Pretty much as quickly as they entered it, they will be taken out. They at least beat University of Delaware B in the first round, the second round. I keep forgetting they had a bye. And in the third round, they'll face, I believe, a CRL quality team in Michigan Tech in fall. So that'll be it, at least for Rocket League. We'll be back in 30 minutes, actually, as LVC Rainbow Six will be taking on the University of Windsor. Should be a good one, so make sure to tune on into that. We'll turn the stream off, and we'll be right back in just about 20 to 30 minutes. And as we get ready for LVC Rainbow Six to take on U Windsor in their final matchup of the regular season for NECC. We'll be right on back.